Well, now let's head over to Lagos, where Nwabueze Okonne from UBA Captial is standing by to take us through the day's trade. Nwabueze, thank you so much for joining us. We know that the bourse ended on positive territory on Friday. What does it look like today?
Well, the market continued up today. Actually went up by 2.8%. The all-share index closed at about 24,597 points. We saw the markets having a total of about 64 gainers and about 24 losers. The gainers were basically driven by the banking stocks, which closed all about the maximum points, mostly at about 5%. That's the general trend in the market, and also we saw an increase in the volume in the market also.
All right, let's take a look at the Forex Reserves. Reserves are likely to improve considering that oil prices have risen. So what's the target for the next 6 months for the Forex Reserves?
Well, for the reserve, we expect that as the world sentiments generally become on a positive note, and we see the price of oil climbing up, we expect this will feed back into the reserve, the Nigerian government reserve. Also, we see that some form of stability is coming in the Niger Delta. We expect that the various government policies towards that region would continue to yield the desired results, and we'll expect steady output from that sector. On the short term, we expect that as the price of oil continues to move up and stability in the Niger Delta region continues, we'll see the reserve either maintaining or increasing its levels from where it currently is.
Well, reserves have fallen steadily in the past, so what's the impact on the Naira going to be?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Take us through what the impact on the Naira has been, considering that the reserves have fallen in the past few months.
Well, now the fluctuation in the reserve definitely has got some impact in the Naira dollar. We've seen the Naira losing some ground against the greenback even in recent days, but we expect that the CBN has actually came up with some policies during the time of those fluctuations. That's when we saw the reintroduction of the ARDAS and other measures that were put in place by the former governor. With the current liberalization, we expect that even if the Naira would lose some ground further, it wouldn't be as steep as it was before the introduction of the restrictions that happened in the market previously. That's in the January-February months of this year. On the general trend, we expect the market to continue to price the various factors of the crude. Take for instance, if crude continue to go up, if the price of the oil continue to increase, in a little while we expect such effect to come into the market and see the Naira stabilizing.
Well, we're seeing that the Naira is fluctuating. So what is the answer? Is it the full liberalization of the currency, the answer and the way forward for the currency?
Well, a full liberalization of the currency is desirable, but the truth is that you need to get certain things and certain foundations right to be able to implement full liberalization. Right now, as crude continues to be the major earner of the currency of the country, you would expect that any fluctuation in crude would definitely trickle down to the market, and also you can remove the effect of spectators that also play in the market, whereby they might either push the market up or down based on what the perceived the price level should be. Not also considering the fact that the central bank also is a major driver in the market, one of the major foreign exchange supplier in the market. So market continually will watch the trend of where the central bank is and decide on how to react and at what levels the dollar Naira would trade.
Well, just before we go, what's the Naira trading at currently?
Naira actually closed today at 150, 30, 40 levels, actually opening at about those levels, dropping to a low of about 150, 15, 25. Climbed up to a high about 150, 80, 90, 70, 80, and finally stopping at 150, 30, 40.